from the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's locked. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes the play behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Locke. And this one's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. That one complete down the field to Smith. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Luck. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Bode. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Luck now to throw. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive.
You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Jackson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here we go on 4th. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, Montana. Wide open receiver, complete. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Through the middle of the field. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Eagles.
To throw is Montana. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Now Montana. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Joe Montana on 2nd down. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They will look to throw. Montana. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Beckham goes in motion left. Montana. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Romeo Dobbs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Walter Payton, 39 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And his guy...
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who's gon' get it done, whether we home.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Luck. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. To throw is Luck. It's caught, blocking. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Luck. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing is Luck. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Andrew Luck. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for KC. 65 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
At the 20-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw here. That escapes the sack. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
They run with Perry. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
He's brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They shakes him, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football.
Yeah. All right, I got him. Instead, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban, a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, Locke. And his first look is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Travis Kelce. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Travis Kelce, 88 yards. And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. 3rd and 12.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yellow. 15. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off.
Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 43.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On the check down, he finds Kamara. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
15.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, powering his way forward. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's Michael Vick. Vick in trouble, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Vick goes play action, rolling to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Locke. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Luck now to throw. And this is caught at the end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Luck. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now here's Vick. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And it's more play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that little last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Vick. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On second down, this is Jackson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Bo. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down throw. Luck looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Gets past one man. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Vick. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
Let's go now.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Vick readies to throw. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action now, Vick. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
First down, Raiders.
Here we go. Shot.
On the draw, here's Peyton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Walter Payton, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Score, Raiders 7, Jets 0.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right?
a punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Now he's loose at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They set up the screen to Peyton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And Vick's throw there incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the gun, Vick. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The New
line.
York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He finds his man complete. That's Ali. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. To throw is Locke. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 50, it's Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Locke. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Locke. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Luck. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Okay, great.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Vick. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, Vick's throw intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
Touchdown! Travis Kelsey from 13 yards out.
And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. To throw, Vick. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's Peyton up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Michael Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does there. And Luck is going to run out of time and out of luck as well. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
With it is Brown.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Vick on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Sanders. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Luck. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him.
but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton to the 36-yard line. Stop there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Vic now.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a play fake. Now Vic. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's Vic. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Up.
Yeah. I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boys can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who's gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I want the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living
a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I'm here to still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Us. Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far in this to starve in this, and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go. Been a problem my whole life.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start here with Jackson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing on third down, Luck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll run again with Jackson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Great tackle by Derek Brooks. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Luck. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Luck. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, Luck. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Heck of a start for them here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now Luck. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw is Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. Luck now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A shotgun snap for Love. Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Andrew Luck. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play for the Jets.
49 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On first down, Luck. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Luck. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. Touchdown, Jaguars! Rob Gronkowski, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Throwing is Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 50, it's Luck. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
To throw on second down is Locke. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Luck on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Locke. That's complete right around the 8. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have taken the lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ali. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On 1st and goal. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The final shot before the break. Locke. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now a first down throw. Locke. It's Kelsey on the ground. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air. Locke on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ali. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And he is out of bounds here. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Locke on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Andrew Luck with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go on fourth. Luck. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
After the interception, it's Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now inside the 25. Calvin Johnson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Johnson, 91 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 78 yards rushing now for Bo, and he's got a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ali. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke. Quickly to Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Locke. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Henry again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Coup for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On first down, Luck. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Luck gonna throw it. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked. From the red zone now, Luck.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing now, Luck. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the